Every trader sets a daily loss limit. It's supposed to be a guardrail, a way to protect yourself from spiraling out of control. But here's the problem. If you're hitting that loss limit early in the session, over and over again, it's not just bad luck. It's a sign of something deeper. It's proof that you're trading without structure. Welcome back to Trader's Audio Edge. Today we're going to look at one of the clearest warning signs of undisciplined trading. Blowing through your loss limit before the market has even settled. Loss limits aren't meant to be hit often. They're meant to be rare. A safety net for outlier days. If you're slamming into them regularly, the issue isn't the market. The issue is you. Why does this happen? Urgency. You jump into the first moves of the session without waiting for structure. You force trades because you don't want to miss out. And before you know it, you've dug a hole so deep that you can't climb out. The rest of the day becomes emotional damage control instead of disciplined execution. That pattern is not sustainable. Hitting your loss limit early also means you're not qualifying your trades properly. Structured trades take time to develop. They're not always there in the first 10 minutes of the session. But if you keep pulling the trigger on half-baked setups, you're basically gambling. You're confusing activity with edge, and in the process, you're handing the market your capital before your edge even has a chance to show up. Another reason traders hit loss limits early is that they ignore their metrics. They don't know when their setups actually work best. Maybe your edge appears most often mid-morning, or after lunch, or during certain volatility windows. But if you haven't studied that, you're trading blind. Without structure, every trade feels like a coin flip, and a string of flips can wipe you out fast. Let's be honest. If you're constantly hitting your loss limit before the real opportunities appear, you're sabotaging yourself. You're exhausting your capital and your emotions before the game has even started. And by the time structured setups appear, you're either sidelined or too shaken to execute them properly. That's not trading. That's self-destruction. Structure fixes this. Structure means you define your setups in advance. You know what you're waiting for, and you accept that not every move is yours to trade. Structure means you've reviewed your metrics, and you understand when your edge appears. Structure means your loss limit becomes a last resort, not a daily reality. Here's the hard truth. Traders without structure are always at risk of hitting their loss limit because they don't have a process to guide them. Traders with structure rarely hit it because they don't need to. Their discipline keeps them out of the noise and aligned with their edge. That's the difference between gambling and running a trading business. So here's today's takeaway. Hitting your loss limit early isn't just a bad day. It's a red flag. It's a sign that you're trading with urgency instead of structure, with impulse instead of patience. Fix that, and your loss limit will stop being a wall you slam into and start being what it was meant to be, a safety net you rarely touch.